Cronkite News reporter Taya Vitek traveled to the Canyon Mine just south of Tucson as a part of our Access Across Arizona project.
With the hope of breaking the stigma of mining, the COO of Energy Fuels Resources, Harold Roberts, flew out of their Colorado-based business and quite literally opened the gates of their operation to Cronkite News just 6 miles south of this world wonder. Coconino County and northern Arizona draw in thousands of tourists each year to see the picturesque landscapes of the Red Rocks and the Grand Canyon. But another little-known landmark just 6 miles away is getting attention of another kind. Many are concerned that the reopening of this uranium mine could have a negative impact on the environment.
And, there's places where uranium mining probably can be done appropriately and without any severe risk to public interest. But Grand Canyon's not one of those places.
Energy Fuels Resources has 2 developed uranium mines in northern Arizona. The company invited Cronkite News inside one of the controversial mines for an exclusive look and chance to talk with Chief Operating Officer Harold Roberts.
We want to be good stewards of the land. We want to do things obviously within compliance with all the permits.
A court ruling has cleared the way for mining to begin again for the first time in years. But opponents aren't giving up on efforts to protect the land.
The plan is for the conservation groups to also file a notice of appeal.
But Energy Fuels Resources still plans to be fully up and functioning by June of this year.
We will have a presence here on the site and people and getting ready to mobilize from now on continuously until we start shaft sinking.
But once the shaft sinking begins, the plaintiffs are concerned about the contamination of the groundwater that feeds into the Grand Canyon.
5 federal agencies came up with more than 20 pages of best management practices that they all agreed should be applied to new mines going forward. Guess what they included? Groundwater monitoring.
The history of uranium mining in the area is that it contaminates the water.
Any water that we do have here goes into the line containment pond, so it does not have a chance to get into the groundwater. The chances of us contaminating groundwater from our activities here in the site are extremely, extremely small.
The plaintiffs believe the contaminated water in the evaporation pond could also negatively affect the wildlife in the area.
We're highly regulated by the Forest Service and by the state of Arizona, so we're fully in compliance with that. So we don't feel that there's any endangerment to native species in this site.
Another issue the plaintiffs want the mine to address is the spread of radiation.
It'll be processed in Utah, and in the past what they've seen is along the haul routes increased radiation levels.
We transport the ore under DOT regulations. There's requirements for that. All the trucks are fully tarped. The tailgates on the trucks are sealed.
Though they agree that the impacts of the mine could be permanent, the plaintiffs have varying opinions on what should come next.
Our view is that this mine shouldn't go forward. It's in a place that it has potential to do harm.
We're not trying to stop the mine whatsoever. We're simply trying to bring it up to the 21st century.
But Energy Fuels Resources believes that they're misinformed about today's mining practices.
When people are talking about a lot of legacy mining issues before all the environmental concerns and all the dangers were fully understood, that's not the way we operate today.
Energy Fuels Resources plans to dig another 1,400 feet to mine the ore and hopes to be done within the next 5 to 7 years. But Grand Canyon Trust says they plan to file an injunction to stop mine production until the appeals process has fully played out. Taya Vitek, Cronkite News.